Hello everybody, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome out to Stats Cosmos. In the last video, we covered dispersion concepts such as what is dispersion, why it is required, meaning, definition, and types of measures of dispersion, that is absolute measure and relative measure definitions. Now in this video, we are going to know about the most simplest measure of the dispersion, which is range. We are going to cover range and coefficient of range in this video. Let's begin with the definition. Range is defined as the difference between the smallest and largest observations in a given set of data. That is, range is determined by only the two extreme data values. And the formula is given as L minus S, where L indicates the largest observation and S indicates the smallest observation in the given set of data. The relative measure corresponding to range is called the coefficient of range, and the formula is the ratio of L minus S to L plus S. These are the formulas for finding out the range and coefficient of range. Now let's try to know how to calculate the range value in case of individual, discrete and continuous series. Let's begin with individual series. Here is an example where we have to find out the range and coefficient of range for the individual data. First of all, we have to arrange the given data in the ascending order, as you can see on the screen. After arranging the data, find out the largest value and smallest value from the data. Here you can observe 125 is the largest value from the data and 63 is the smallest value from the data. Once you got the largest value, which is denoted with L, and the smallest value denoted with S, you can substitute into the formulas which we discussed just earlier. Range is L minus S, that is 125 minus 63, which is 62. And the coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. Just substitute these LS values into the formula, you are going to get the answer. So here, which is 0.33. So this is how to find out the range and coefficient of range in case of individual series. Now let's see how to calculate the range and coefficient of range in case of discrete series. Here is the data. Here frequencies and the variable values are given, but we are not going to include frequency values anywhere in the calculation of range or coefficient of range. We are going to concentrate only on the variable values. In that, we have to find out first what is the largest value in the variable and what is the smallest value in the variable, that's all. So even though the frequency values are very high or very low also, that is not going to affect the range value. Here from this data you can observe the maximum value is 70 in marks, that is in variable, and lowest value is 10. So L is 70 and S is 10. And again the formulas are same for discrete series also to find out range and coefficient of range. Just substitute these LS values into the formula. First you can observe in range 70 minus 10, which is 60. And coefficient of range L minus S by L plus S, as we know, 70 minus 10 by 70 plus 10, which gives you 0.75. This is how to calculate the range and coefficient of range in case of discrete series. Now let us see how to calculate these values in continuous series. Here is the data given to you, continuous series data, and here I wanted to add one thing, that is what is inclusive series and exclusive series in case of continuous series. Here you can observe the class intervals are 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20 and so on. As we can see, in the first class also the upper limit what you are observing, it is 10, and in the second class lower limit is also 10. But in case of first class, we are not going to include that 10 into our class values, frequency values. Only we are going to consider 5 to 9 values. And where to include this 10 then? Next immediate class, that is in the second class where you can see 10 to 15, there we are going to include the 10 value. Till 14 will include there, and 15 we are not going to include. So as you can see, we are excluding the upper limit. So this particular series is called exclusive series, where we are not going to include the upper limit into the classes. Okay, first of all, now here also the same procedure to find out the range and coefficient of range. First, find out the largest value from the classes and lowest value from the classes. Here, always the data should be in exclusive series. So here already the data is in exclusive series. So observe the highest value in this, which is 30, and the lowest value in the class intervals are 5. So L is 30 and S is 5. Substitute into the formulas again. So range is L minus S, so 30 minus 5, which is 25, and coefficient of range is L minus S by L plus S. That is 30 minus 5 by 30 plus 5, which gives you 5 by 7. So this is how to calculate the range in case of exclusive series. Now let me give you one example on inclusive series also. Here is the data given to you where you can observe an inclusive series is given. Here 1 to 5, every observation we are going to include into the class here. And next immediate class is starting from 6. So 6 to 10, every observation like 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, all the values we are going to include into that class. So again same similar for the third class also, 11 to 15, every observation we are going to include into that class. So this is called inclusive series. First of all, whenever a inclusive series data is given to you, you are supposed to convert it into the exclusive series, and then we have to find out the corresponding values here. Here is the inclusive series. First we have to convert it into exclusive series for further calculations. And how to convert it is, consider any two classes from the data. For suppose if you are considering the first two classes, that is 1 to 5 and 6 to 10. Find the lower limit of the second class and upper limit of the first class. Here they are 6 and 5. Now we are going to find out the difference of them, which is 6 minus 5 gives you 1. That 1 we have to equally share it to the lower limit and upper limit without changing the actual class interval. How can we do that is, just simply subtract 0.5 from all the lower limits and add that 0.5 to the upper limits here. In case of first class, when you are subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit, 1 minus 0.5 which gives you 0.5. Next add that 0.5 to the upper limit. So 5 plus 0.5 will give you 5.5. So similarly you have to do for every class given in the data. And then now you can observe, once you have done with all that procedure, the lower limit of the second class and the upper limit of the first classes are same now. We have equated. So finally, successfully we converted the inclusive series into exclusive series. Now the procedure is same to calculate the range and coefficient of range. Find out the largest value in the given data. In this classes you can observe the largest value as 30.5 and the lowest value is 0.5. That is smallest value is 0.5. So L is 30.5 and S is 0.5, and the formulas are same here again to find out range and coefficient of range. After substituting the values of L and S into the formulas, finally we got range as 30 and coefficient of range as 0.97. So this is how to calculate the range in case of the inclusive and exclusive series. Now let us try to discuss about the applications of range in real life. Range is used in real life to make the mathematical calculations generally, and range can be used to calculate the amount of time that has passed, like when calculating our age. Consider here now the current year is 2021, and for suppose you were born in the year some 2005. To know how old are you, what generally we do is current year and born year will find out the difference. So that is 2021 minus 2005. If you consider that, you'll get 16 some amount. So to find out the age here, how old we are, so we are using range. Range is also used in real life to figure out the dispersion of a high school class test scores to determine the price range for a kind of service we wanted to give it to the students. There are so many applications here. I listed a few among them. Like if we want to forecast the weather, then we use range. And if you want to know about the quality control of any particular product you consider, so in that case also we use range. For suppose if we want to study the fluctuations in share prices, there also we need range here. So this is how we use range in real life. This is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this video.